All right, haves and have not fans. Something that's been a bit of a divisive topic within the finale. Trust and believe there are plenty of things like that, but a lot of people felt like the Malones were out of character in the finale, mainly due to the fact that Vinny was pretty, okay with assisting Jim Cryer. It's like, hey, you owe Jim Cryer. Well, actually, you took a lot of Jim Cryer's money and we owe him, so we're going to deliver you to him. Now, a lot of people were like, wait, what's going on here? Wasn't Mama Rose pissed off at Jim? And then from there, Vinny took that same animosity and didn't even want to talk to Jim, show him any sort of respect, despite the fact that he and David had done a lot for the Malone family. Now, all of a sudden, they're buddy again. What's going on? Well, I'm going to break that down in this video. So before going forward, please take a moment to hit like, hit subscribe. Trust and believe those two things do a lot more than you expect to help the channel. Also, take a moment to hit the bell icon and select all, because I don't want you to miss out whenever I post new content on the channel. And follow me on social media, guys. Links are in the description below. So going back to the finale, first big thing is people feel that it was I feel like a lot of people made dumb / questionable moves, from Benny basically going to see Rihanna at his new place, despite the fact that, it's the middle of the night. You just found out you have a baby mama you never even knew you had. Your mom just went through a drive-by and yet you want to go chase after some tail, especially when you find out, yeah, the drive-by was caused by the guy who's mad that I'm seeing his ex. So maybe it's a good idea for me to lay low. I mean, Mitch isn't answering the phone. Maybe I should keep low profile. So you go after a girl you don't know and then you end up dead. Then when it comes to Candace going to the Malone bar alone, no pun intended, even Benny's like, I don't think that's a good idea. I'm going to go see if I can stop this. Dead. Then of course, Veronica going somewhere in the middle of the night, dead, after a hitman warned her she got more enemies out there. So in any case, with this particular situation, we have the fact that the Malones decide that, hey, we owe Jim Cryer a lot. We're going to deliver Candace Young to him. Now, why in the world would the Malones do something like this? So here's the thing. This could be the result of a missing scene. Because here's what I think. One of two things could happen. Now, we know at the beginning of the episode, Jim has lost it. He's distraught that his son died right in front of his eyes. He doesn't even want to talk to David, and he drives off into the night. We don't know if at this point he's gone for broke. Remember, he told Hannah, if anything happens to my son, I'm killing your daughter. But really, that was in reference to the fact that the Malones wanted $1 million in order to leave Wyatt alone. But the thing about that is, you also look at the fact that we're in a situation where we knew that David and Jim, I think it was in the previous episode or the episode before last, that, they kind of put two and two together that, if Mitch's lie had come to light and the Malones knew that he used their name without their permission, then that means the Young family's fair game. So perhaps, I can give $100,000 to the Malones and they could, deal with Candace for me. So it's possible. And this is why, maybe there could have been an extra scene with Jim before the next time we see him, which is him drinking and Candace is delivered to him. Either Jim called the Malones off screen about the situation, or because Candace was basically self-delivered to the Malones, Vinny saw it as an opportunity to get on Jim Cryer's good side. Because here's the thing. I feel like, the way Sandy came in there and said delivery before they dropped they dropped Candace on the floor. And then the way Jim was like, hey, come on upstairs. I already got a bath drawn for you. I feel like there was some communication beforehand. Either Jim calling the Malones to arrange the delivery, or Vinny calling Jim when Candace was being delivered to him. I think it was one of those situations there. And also the fact that, remember, Jim went to the Malones directly to kind of get them off of Wyatt's back. But Vinny was like, oh no, we can't do that. You know what? You said it was, you said it originally, I know originally I said it was what, $50,000 to, pay back your son for slicing my neck. But Mama Rose says she wants $1 million. And this was when, she was in jail with Catherine because Catherine pissed her off. But, after that, Vinny didn't want to hear anything about it. Either give me $1 million or your son is dead. And Catherine said she wasn't going to do it. And, Jim went to Hannah, and Hannah said, I'm not giving you a cent. And then that's when Jim said, if anything happens to my son, your daughter's dead. And then her retort is, if you do anything to my children, I will kill you. So we move on to when David went down there to talk because, they both agree that, hey, the Malones, they don't like to be questioned. So even David, as smooth as he was, it's about your nephew Mitch, and saying that he's protecting the young, you all are protecting the youngs. And before he could really get anything going, kind of like with Jim, Vinny was like, well, are you questioning us? And then he's like, you can leave now. So basically after David left his office, that's when Vinny called the guy to run the numbers of the money that Mitch handed over. Remember, if I'm not mistaken, and correct me if I'm wrong, he got $75,000 from Jim. It was $50,000 to pay off Wyatt's debt in order to get the Malones off his back. Then it was $20,000 to pay back the loan money that Benny owed them, plus the $5,000 interest. So basically, by running the numbers, they were able to discover that, Mitch told a lie, that the family will protect the Youngs from Jim because Candace had taken Wyatt's inheritance. Then on top of that, Mitch he lied about the amount that Jim owed the Malones in order to cover the black kid's debt that he owed to the family. So basically, it's like there were multiple sins against the Malones that Mitch pulled. So I guess in order to apologize, in a sense, to show that, hey, Mitch, you messed around with a guy who's helped so many of our family members, your mother included, from the judge's bench, both, Jim Cryer and David Harrington. So as a show of good faith, we're going to go, because you've already been punished, we're going to deliver the girl that's caused him so much trouble. Candace Young is going to be delivered to Jim Cryer to do with what he will. So, and I feel like that also adds more fuel to the fire of the Benny situation, mainly because he kicked Sandy's ass and embarrassed him, and in order to redeem himself, Sandy was assigned to kill Benny. Now, Benny really isn't the subject of this topic, but I just want to say, considering he is Candace's brother and he's had bad relations with the Malones for a while now, I feel like Benny's death is like, whatever, who cares? Like, hell, they even said, he even said Hannah's death would have been collateral damage. And, despite, as Candace said, that's not how we usually roll. It is what it is. It's a new day. One hand washes the other. Jim Cryer's helped us out a lot, and we owe him. So we're going to help him out by delivering you to him. So in a way, I feel like the Malones helping Jim wasn't out of character. It's Vinny realizing that Mitch lied and put, Jim in a bad situation by using the Malone name, basically saying that, hey, this is the guy that saved our asses from the judicial system many times, and then you lied on him for a chick that took, millions of dollars. Hell no, that ain't gonna fly. So in a way, we could also argue that Candace being delivered to Jim, unless Jim requested it himself, was a way to show Mitch we don't play around. So you're going to lose the black kid, the one you like as a friend so much, and then you're going to lose your other black friend too. So in a twisted way, aside from teaching Sandy a lesson to be a real Malone and kill somebody if they do him wrong, and then also to keep Mitch in line, to keep Candace in line by showing her, hey, you messed around with somebody who helped us a lot. I feel like at the core, even though Candace and Benny made their own bad decisions in relationship to the Malones, I think it all boils down to Mitch. Like these were two lessons to show him this is what happens when you cross the family. People get hurt. You and those you try to protect. So I think, there were multiple layers to this situation, why the Malones did what they did and why Candace was delivered to them. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And I think I only have like a couple more have not videos in me in regards to the finale. I know at this point a lot of people are already commenting, what's the use, it doesn't matter, the show's over, yada yada yada. But with the finale we were given, I think it's up to us as fans to kind of determine why certain things were done the way they were. So let me know if you agree. Do you have any other thoughts? And regardless, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you would like to donate to the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal or Cash App.